Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was reminded by Ravi. Last time we studied here the 7th chapter of Gita, which begins Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Jnana means knowledge, Vijnana means technology. First, when the basics are clear, then we can apply that basic knowledge. So there is basic science, second is applied science. Basic science is Jnanam and applied science is Vijnanam. So we have got so many things known to us. But the question is, do we apply it in our life? See? Like I receive from many people, Swamiji, you have changed your life and really. Now the question is, I have done nothing. Only those who feel that they have been benefited, it is their greatness. There are 4 types of students. First student is the one who is called as Uttam Adhikari, the best among the seekers. In one go, he is able to comprehend and change. Second is Madhyam Adhikari. He understands sometimes he doesn't understand. Third is Adham Adhikari, useless one. He understands nothing, like a stone. And the fourth one is the superlative degree. He understands exactly opposite than what is said. See? So those who say that they are benefited because they are Uttam Adhikari, best among the listeners. See? So, what exactly happens? I haven't met you any time, nor we have any personal interaction. What happened is that we have accepted that our notions about life were erroneous and therefore they need to be changed. We have got 2 aspects. One is called as our essential nature, Swarupa, and second is called as acquired nature, Swabhava. Acquired nature we have acquired. Nobody is born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand. But then we do the practice. And with that practice, we cannot live with this without the cigarette. So, smoking is our Swabhava. And the living without smoking is our Swarupa. But when this Swabhava, acquired nature, when it becomes powerful, it covers our essential nature, Swarupa. So the real spiritual practice is only this. We have to transcend, go beyond the acquired nature, what we have acquired. And those who are able to do this, they need go nowhere. See? Within yourself you can discover. And those who cannot, they keep on complaining. Oh God, why did you create this world? Why this world is full of miseries? Why so many bad things are happening in this world? See, the other day in Dibrugarh Medical College, 3 days before I came here, I had a talk and they asked me to speak on science and spiritualism in a medical college. So there I spoke to them and told, science deals with life. Spirituality deals with the soul. There is life sciences as one of the departments, isn't it? Life sciences. There is no soul science. And what matters in life is not the life, but the soul. Life-wise, we are all common. That is what the medical doctors do. They know if any human being goes in front of them, they don't have to start investigation right from the beginning. यार इसकी किडनी कहाँ होगी? No, they know where it is. It's common. But this body or the life doesn't make any issue. The real issue begins when the embodied, he is enjoying or suffering. Spirituality helps us to rectify this experiencer. Otherwise, life-wise, body-wise, we are all common. See, we are born, we grow vertically, we go horizontally, we are healthy, we are unhealthy, we understand, we misunderstand. Common for everyone. What is great about it? We get married, we have children, we don't have children. Children don't listen to us. We try to teach them, but then they ask, did you listen to your parents? No. Your DNA has come in me, I won't listen to you. Common everywhere. Nothing new. See, friends. Therefore, when we come to the study of scriptures, let us say Bhagavad Gita, we have to recognize this principle first. That we are here to gather the knowledge and practice it in our life. If a person is ignorant and if he does something wrong, nobody will object. He is useless, he is always like that. But if a person who is well informed and if he does something wrong, then it is right, then it becomes a problem. Therefore, toward the end of the 7th chapter, we have seen Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells. See? 7 ways the Lord has to be known completely. What is our essential nature? So he says, Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam drudavrata. Those who are pure in their understanding, antagatam papam, thoda reduce karo yaar awaaz. It is too much. Isn't it too much? It was going on all right. It's okay now. Now it's okay. Don't change. So, papa means what? Papa means wrong understanding. Papa means when our interaction with the world create impressions on our mind. Papa means obsessions. See, friends, when we interact with the world, we have a choice whether to allow the impressions to be created on our mind or not. That is what we have to understand. Therefore, Yesham Jananam Punyakarmanam Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha. So, they are Dvandva Moha Nirmukta. Now, this is a very important word, please understand. Dvandva Moha Nirmukta means what? Dvandva means pairs. Now, this is the basic principle. Today, when we went for a walk, Ravi asked me this question. Very simple. This world is made up of complementary opposites. In this world, there is nothing which is singular. Man, woman, young, old, health, disease, joy, sorrows, poverty, riches, good, bad, success, failure. This is the fabric of this world. But what is our stupid struggle? Everybody should be happy in this world. Nobody should have diseases. Where will the doctors go? See? But we have this funny notion. And therefore, we are in search of who is miserable, let me go and help him. Those NGO brand people, they are constantly on search out for a victim on whom they can impose their views. The best simple rule is, instead of struggling with the why there is night and the day, why there is no only day, therefore, dvandva moha nirmuktaha. We have to accept it. The world is made up of this fabric, opposites. If there is no death, life will have no value. If there is no poverty, riches would have no meaning. If there are no bad people, there is no value for the good people. If there are no terrorists, there cannot be security. Imagine, all the terrorists in the world have disappeared. Imagine, all the security personnel will be unemployed. So we should be thankful to them that they are creating the employment opportunities. See, friends, we unnecessarily get lost in this world. Why this way? It is like that. Now then proceed. So, ye dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha. Now be attentive. The other day, I am talking from the 7th chapter, last few verses. See, the other day I had to go to the dentist and he did something. Now, why did I go to dentist? There was a pain in my teeth. So, is the pain given to me to torture me or to remind me, hey, there is something wrong? Get it checked. See, when we put our clothes in the washing machine, strong detergent, hot water, high revolution, is it for torturing the clothes? Think. Every pain, every difficulty in our life is a reminder. Hey, something is wrong somewhere. If you get hurt, I never expected he will do like this thing to me. The moment you get hurt, immediately find out what is wrong. Then you will come to know you have boundless expectations from the world. See? If you have no expectations, you are happy. Think, friends. Therefore, dvandva moha nirmuktaha. Everything in this world is given to us as needed for our evolution. Now, such persons, who are they? See, first, te brahma tad viduhu. They know the Brahma, they know Krishna Adhyatmam. What is Adhyatma? They know karma cha akhilam, and they know sadhi bhuta, they know the sadhi daiva, they know the sadhi yajna. So, and prayana kale pichamam te vidu yukta chetasa, and at the time of departure from the body, they are able to think of me. Now here there are some technical terms involved. First is what is Brahma, what is Adhyatma, what is Karma, what is Sadhi Bhuta, Sadhi Deva, Sadhi Yajna, and how to remember at the time of departure from the body. With these questions, these words were used by Bhagavan Krishna, meaning this is what is the main meaning of understanding or experiencing. So, first knowledge was given, Vijnanam is this. This way we have to recognize the reality exhaustively, completely, fully. These being the technical terms, Arjun didn't know what exactly it means. And therefore, the 8th chapter begins with Arjuna's inquiry. And he says, Kim tad Brahma, Kim Adhyatmam, Kim Karma Purushottama, Adhibhutam cha Kim Proktam, Adhidaivam Kim Uchyate. 5. Adhiyajnam Katham Kotra, Dehesmin Madhusudanam, Prayana Kale cha Katham, Deyosmi Niyatatmabihi. 7 questions are asked. Many people talk about God realization. They talk about going to the heaven, Vaikuntha. They want to go to Vaikuntha. The other day in Bombay, I had a talk in a society in Andheri, and the name of the society is Vaikuntha Society. So when I went there to talk, so I said, my dear Vaikunthavasi, all dead. Because those who live in the Vaikuntha, they don't belong to our world. See? So what is the meaning of God realization? What is the meaning of Bhagwan ka darshan chahiye? Darshan do Bhagwan nath mujhe chashma lag gaya hai. What is that? This is the meaning. So here Arjuna's question, Kim tad Brahma? You talk about Brahman. What is Brahma? Brahma. We heard it so many times, we don't know. Then Kim Adhyatma. What is the meaning of Adhyatma? Then Kim Karma Purushottama. See? These are the basics. If these things are clear, you will never have any problem in life. Problems will not be there to solve. All the problems will be dissolved. Kim Karma. Then Adhibhuta. What is the meaning of Adhibhuta? Then what is the meaning of Adhidaiva? And then what is the meaning of Adhiyagya? And Prayana Kale, at the time of departure from the present body, Niyatatmabihi, those who are well integrated, self-controlled, how they think of you. Neyosi Niyatatmabihi. These 7 questions are asked. In 1893, Vivekananda ji was asked a question by an American doctor. Hey, Mr. Swami, you talk something great. Can you teach me that? And then he said, I am in a hurry because I have to go for my practice and I earn $10,000 an hour. You know that arrogance of the money. So Vivekananda Swami said, look here, I will give you this knowledge, but not free, in exchange, barter system. I give you this knowledge, you give me your knowledge. In our talk, already 5 minutes have gone. Now only 55 minutes are remaining out of 60 minutes. So in 27.5 minutes, you give me your knowledge of medicine, I can earn $10,000 an hour, and then I'll give you my knowledge in remaining 27.5 minutes. He said, come on, 27.5 years I took to take the basic degree to get a license to kill the people. And thereafter, the next 27.5 years I have killed sufficiently. Now I get this much of money. So to get this kind of worldly knowledge, we require so much of time. But when it comes to the spiritual subject, we want it with a click of a mouse. And then we want shortcuts. Go to the Babaji. Babaji, put your hand on my head and wash thereafter with a detergent. By putting a hand on the head, nothing happens except spoiling the good hand of the Mahatma. That is the reason after, when I go home, I have to take food, I wash my hand very clearly. All Papa has come to me. You know? That NFC, you know that? When two gadgets are brought together, by proximity the data is transferred, is it not? So, all the papa of these people is transferred to the Babaji. Therefore, they have to wash themselves. This has nothing to do. Don't get carried away by that. Whenever you want shortcuts, you will be cut short. There is no shortcut in life. You have to go methodically, systematically. Therefore, the 7 questions form the basis of the 8th chapter. Here, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Bhagavan says. See, one example I tell you. When we study scriptures and when we study the material sciences, there is a basic difference. When we look at the book, we look at the book. But when we look at the mirror, we don't look at the mirror. We look in the mirror. And in the mirror, we don't look at the reflection, we look at ourselves. Exactly the same way. When we study the scriptures, we are not studying like we study physics, chemistry, maths. It's a different approach. When this is not understood, we become academicians. And those who study the scriptures for academic interest, what happens? One example I tell you. This happened in this country only. Maybe 2-3 years before I went to somebody's place for lunch. And there are about 15-20 people. Swamiji, please tell something on Gita. He is so and so. He has come from India and last 6 months he has been teaching us Gita. I said, then let me also listen. Please tell him to talk. No. We are hearing him every day. We want to listen to you. You come once in a while. So please talk. So that person told me, elderly man who was out from India came here. And then he said, please talk on 2nd chapter of Gita. So I had to obey the orders. I am Swami for the name's sake. I had to listen to everybody. So I listened. So I spoke on 2nd chapter of Gita in 1 hour, summarized everything. He said, some question answer. I said, okay, I'll ask questions. He said, no, we will ask you questions. I said, I am not in favor of talking question answers. Because all rubbish has no meaning. No, please allow at least one question my host told me. So I had to take food from her, so I had to listen. So okay, one question. You know what question he has asked me? You will not trust me. You will not believe me. He asked me this question. How many verses were attributed to Dhritarashtra, Sanjay, Arjun and Bhagwan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? Academics. So I can act dumb very well. I said, I only one thing I know. Dhritarashtra only 1 verse. The rest of the things I don't know. You don't know, but they told me that you talk on Gita and all that. I said, yes, I don't know what Gita you are referring to. He said, the same Gita, where Dhritarashtra said. I said, okay, that Gita, Bhagavad Gita, yes. I said, in Bhagavad Gita, there is not a single shloka attributed to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. When I said like this, he jumped out of his skin. What? I said, yes. There is not a single verse attributed to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He said, how do you say? I said, show me your Gita book. Which Gita book you are reading? And in which Gita book it is written, Sri Bhagavan Krishna Uvacha? Nowhere. Oh God, you have told me, oh, impossible. But every Mahatma says, Bhagavan Krishna says. I said, forget about Mahatmas. Come to the facts. Show me which Bhagavad Gita tells Bhagavan Krishna Uvacha. Show any Gita. The one who spoke was not Bhagavan Krishna. The one who spoke was not Devaki Nandan. The one who spoke was not Yashoda Nandan. The one who spoke was not the Gopi Prana Vallabha. The one who spoke was Bhagavan. Bhagavan Ram, Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavan Shiva. Why these things happen? Because we get academic in the study of scriptures. The study of scriptures must be absolutely subjective. Then you will see it is so simple to understand. Now the teacher explains, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha, Aksharam Brahma Paramam. What is the meaning of? Question was, Kim Tad Brahma? Aksharam Brahma Paramam. First question answered. Brahma is Akshara. Akshara means Naksharati iti Akshara, that which is not subject to loss, that which is not subject to destruction, that which cannot be reduced. Akshara. Now thereafter now, find out what is that which is not subject to reduction. Now see, not mechanically, work on it. Aksharam Brahma Parama. Then you will come to know everything in this world is subject to change and reduction. Mathematically, it is infinite only, to which nothing can be added and nothing can be subtracted from. Now this infinite, can the infinite exclude us? Or we are included in infinite? And what is that which is never subject to reduction or destruction? Then we will come to know everything around us is constantly changing. Our body has gone through the same changes. We have gone through various experiences, waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi. But we are the same. That is why the old people make a pathetic joke. Recently I was in Assam, one old man asked me, Swamiji, can you guess what is my age? I said, yes, uncle, you are, according to people, you are 81 years old. But according to me, you are 18 years young. He nearly jumped out of his skin. You are the only one who correctly understood me. I never feel I am old. Is it not our experience? The one who is experiencing has not changed. Aksharam Brahma Parama. But we are so much objectified in this world that we are unable to remain aware of our own being. And that is why never waste your time in concentrating on anything or focusing on anything. Concentration and focus is always on others. Remain aware. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. This eternal experience without an experiencer. The child body has disappeared. The child in me also disappeared. The teenage body disappeared. The teenager in me also disappeared. But I continue to be. And this I is not one per head. It is common. That is why I does not have a plural number. He, third person singular. They, third person plural. Thou, second person singular. You, second person plural. I, first person singular. We, all persons. We is not limited to first person. We includes the second person and the third person, because I is infinite. Infinite cannot be multiplied, nor can it be reduced. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. See, friends, when we are unable to understand the meaning of the words, it becomes a noise. Once I was in a hospital with some stomach problem, and I was, not supposed to eat, but that day, cheating, I ate in the hospital. My next patient, he was given good food, and for me, barley water and useless thing, I got so disgusted. Said, okay, I'll teach you also. When I got the chance, I dabao, and all the parameters were upset. Emergency happened. Doctor came scolded. Then I said, don't scold anybody, I ate myself, because you are giving me bad food, because I am a Swami and he is a rich man. He said, Maharaj, I thought you will understand, you are having a stomach problem, therefore we give you that food. We are not your enemy. See? So, what is needed for us, that alone is given to us. Good or bad, joy or sorrows, and all of them are meant for our evolution. Then we will stop reacting in this world. Aksharam Brahma Paramam, we are ever the same. Then Swabhavo Adhyatma Uchyate. Swabhava is what we have gathered our habits. See, be attentive. We have gathered our habits not only in this life, but lives together. See, you must have seen, some people are born with all the music in them. Like the great tabla player, Zakir Hussain, when he was a child, even his height was shorter than the tabla, but he could play. Today also you can see on YouTube, there are so many young children, they can really play. There is one small boy in Karnataka, I saw on YouTube. He must be about 5 years or so. Any rag that is played, only one line, he tells, this is this rag. Wherefrom it has come to him. Swabhava. We all have been interacting in this world in such a manner that we have created our speciality, our own way of thinking. That is Swabhava. And because of this Swabhava, our Swarupa, our essential nature, our Param Brahma is covered. Discovering, I'll give some example to understand discovering. Covering we understand in usual way, which has not much importance, like this table is covered by the tablecloth. Anybody can understand. But a real covering is very subtle. See, if you are in a dark room, what do you see? Nothing. Okay. Switch on. The moment you switch on, then you are asked, what do you see? You see so many things, furniture, people are there, and gadgets are there. That's all? Yes, what else? Walls are there, the ceiling is there, lights are there, fan is there. That's all. What more? No, but I can see the light also. Come on, we also can see the light. Then why didn't you tell? Because we are preoccupied with the objects. When we are preoccupied with the objects, we don't talk about the light. Be attentive. And when we talk about the light, we forget behind the light there is electricity. If this example is clear, objects covered the light, light covered the electricity. Go subjectively. Objects of the world cover our sense organs. Our sense organs cover our mind. Our mind covers the Chaitanya, the conscious reality. Where is your attention? Our attention is on the worldly objects. See? Lost in this world. How beautiful, how nice. Then a stage comes in life. We take, and then we are not able to read properly. So, we just start playing with the eyes. The eye muscles are not able to adjust the focal length, so we take the help of the biceps to adjust the focal length. And the kids at home, they ask, Mom, these days you are becoming very stylish. What is this you are doing like this? No, darling, I can't see properly. Now, where is our attention? Not on the objects. We have come to the sense organs. See? Then we are so much involved with the sense organs, fulfilling the khujli, each of the sense organs, whole life is spent. And then we want something, but we are told, no, you will not get it. Then we become hurt. In this house, nobody cares for me. So the sense organs we left, we have come to the mind. And then we become emotional. We get into depression. We become frustrated. Babaji, what happened these days you are not talking? Whom to talk? I am the most unwanted furniture in the house. Did anybody insult you? Who respects me? Is something wrong with you? What is right with me? Whenever an old person start talking philosophy, understand these are the symptoms of depression. Now a person who is thus buried under the burden of his mind, the consciousness is covered by that. See, friends, therefore, unless we recognize this, first, freedom from the worldly objects, second, freedom from the sense organs, third, freedom from the mind, then only the truth is revealed. Swabhava adhyatma uchyate. This has become our swabhava. We have created that. Nobody created for us. See, friends, therefore, swabhava adhyatma uchyate. And then, bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargaha karma sanjitaha. Now be attentive. What is karma? To understand this, there is a big machine. My friend in Washington, he is changing his factory from one place to another place. Huge machines. They were separated, packed, brought, and again reassembled, and they want to start. And in that one screw, somewhere is missing. And when the screw was lying on the floor, the janitor came, cleaned everything which is on the floor. Now that screw, without association with the total machine, is a garbage. The same screw associated with the total machine is the useful part. Exactly the same way. We have zero independent existence. We are a part of a total machinery. See, and that total machinery is called as technically as Hiranyagarbha or Sutratma. See, friends, it is something like this. Be attentive. Body-wise, We are one. We never even think of about different organs of our body, isn't it? Do we ever think? Never we think. But then, sometime, somewhere, one organ starts giving trouble. So, that individuality of that organ is invoked. See, friends. So, that organ is valuable, important, only if it is associated with the totality. If the kidney is taken out because it was infected or damaged, then the kidney, independent of the total body, has no existence. Exactly the same way, karma is visarga. Visarga is creation. In this total creation, we all have our place. Do your job perfectly well and learn to relax, relax, relax. See? But we imagine that I am someone extraordinary. No. Be attentive. Real spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Real spiritual life is remain ordinary. See, friends. But normally we understand this thing. Being good means what? Being extraordinary. So this so-called goody-goody people, what is their goodness? They start comparing the weaknesses of others as bad. I am not like others, smoking all the day. In our house, nobody smokes. So, holier than thou. Krishna, Rama, Govinda. See, friends. So, what is karma? Karma is, we are all flowing in the law of life. From womb to the tomb we go. And all of us have to lead the same way. In this, what happens? Actions are all happening. But in addition to the action, we attach the sense of doership. So action plus doership is equal to karma. If we want to get rid of the karma phala, what is needed is we drop the doership. Action plus karma, doership is equal to karma. Therefore, karma minus doership is equal to action. There is no kriya phala. There is only karma phala. See? To understand this, take one simple example which I gave some time. On Ekadashi, I just gave to one lady something to eat. I don't follow, therefore I don't remember which is Ekadashi and Dwadashi. I said, come Amma, I'll give you food. And I gave her. She ate. And afterwards she was crying. Swamiji, now what will happen? I said, what happened? I don't know. Today is Ekadashi and you gave me food to eat. Eating food on Ekadashi is sin. What will happen? I say, you'll go to hell straight away, no confusion. Be attentive. Tell me, food I have eaten. So in the process of eating, I is involved. But do we involve, I am digesting the food? In the digestion of the food, I is not involved. Therefore, when you have got a constipation, it is not a sin. When you have got a dysentery, it is not a merit. It is all happening in Prakriti. So what is karma? When we imagine we are doing something, remove that doership. This is what in the second chapter Bhagavan told us, that ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. Don't be the creator of karma phala. And who creates karma phala? The sense of doership. To get out of this, one simple technique I'll tell you, try how to get out of the karma phala. Whatever we do in this world, nobody needs it. It is our need that we do whatever we do. Now start from your life. Who needs whom? Whether the children need the parents or the parents need the children. It is the parents who need the children, is it not? The unborn children didn't tell you, Mommy, Mommy, please give me birth. No. It is in after the marriage, the kids are not born, then you start running from pillar to post. Who needs whom? Similarly, I have come here. I am 100% sure none of you need me here. Then why I have come? Then what will I do? I have to keep myself occupied. One of the principles of life is never be retired in life. Throughout life, be active. See. And therefore, once I know this, that it is my need that I have come here, I cannot be arrogant. I will respect you because it is my need that I am talking to you. If you are not there, am I going to talk to the pillars or what? Therefore, to get rid of these karma impact, we have to understand this basic principle. Otherwise, we do so many things and we suffer. I remember one lady, she told me her story. I never interested in anybody's life. She insisted, so I had no choice. I am a choiceless existence, I had to listen. I have done so much for my sisters and my brother. I got them educated because our father died early. I got my brother also educated, got them married, everybody settled in life. Now I am 45. But when I go to my sisters, they straight away tell me, Didi, please don't come. Our husbands don't like. I go to my brother, he tells, please don't come, my wife doesn't like. And then started crying. Ladies crying means Trivedi Sangam, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. I said, come on, don't cry, I don't like crying. Now tell me, why they are doing like this? I said, they are smart, you are dumb. Who asked you to do this? Be very attentive. Whatever we do, nobody needs it. It is our need that we do the things. But we have this wrong notion. I am doing this, I am doing that, and then suffer in life. Therefore, Visarga Karma Sajnita. Do it and forget about it. This is the meaning of karma. Then Bhuta Bhava Udbhava Karaha, and this is how the world is created. Bhuta Bhava Udbhava Karaha. So we only create, keep on doing good and bad, and the results keep on coming, sometimes success, sometimes failure, and we are frustrated, we are happy, and like this, our life is buffeted with this. Then, Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha. What is the meaning of Adhibhutam? Ksharo Bhavaha, that which is constantly subject to change is Adhibhutam. See? Anything which is subject to change is Adhibhuta. See? Now this definition, we must become subjective in understanding. What is that which is constantly changing? So the world around us is changing. So it's okay, it doesn't matter. But we get lost in that. Particularly oldies like me. In one place, I happened to go there. And the old man, he came also in their house. And the simple standard Indian questions. Indians cannot go without these questions. Swamiji, where are you from? What is the need to know? What they have to ask. So looking at the patient, I give the medicine. So when I looked at him, in that house there was Krishna everywhere. I said, I am from Vrindavan. Immediately, oh, you are from Vrindavan. Although it is a bluff, but he was happy. Yes, I am from Vrindavan. Then Vrindavan has changed so much in last 40 years, is it not? I said, Babaji, come, let us go near the sink where we wash our hands. And there is a mirror. I said, look into the mirror. 40 years before, this fellow was like that. See, friends, As we are able to recognize the changes in the outer world, but we have not changed, is it not equally true? Where our childhood has gone, where our teenage has gone, everything has changed, but we are the same. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Focus attention on not the changing phenomena, but by looking at the changing phenomena, recognize the unchanging substratum. That is the purpose of this study. Otherwise it will become only academic. So Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushasya Adhidaivatam. And Purushasya Adhidaivatam, the one who is experiencing. Here Purusha means Purishayanat Purushaha. It's a very subtle point. 99% people get lost in this particular thing. My lips are not talking, nor your ears are hearing. Somebody is talking through the lips, and I imagine somebody is listening through the ears. I don't know whether you are listening or not. So there is somebody behind all the faculties. That somebody is called as Purusha. Purushasya Adhidaivatam. See? And that is what is called as either the mind or the subtle body or whatever name you give, Linga Deha, etc. See? Be attentive. All experiences happen only in the mind. Body doesn't have any experience. Body has no experience. Like the house has no experience. The person living in the house, he has experience. This principle became deeply rooted in my understanding when one of my big toe had some kind of growth and my friend took me to his clinic. He said, I'll operate, it's a very simple operation, and asked me to sit in the chair, put my leg on the stool. He gave local anesthesia. After 10-15 minutes, he was cutting it and I could see very clearly. He gave a nice long slit with a sharp knife and then took out whatever was growing like a strawberry. He took it out with the roots, everything came out perfectly well, and I saw that. Blood is coming out, he has cut my toe, but no pain. That day this principle became deep in my system. All experiences happen only in the mind. Be attentive. What care we have taken about maintaining the quality of the mind. We take care about the house, furniture, color scheme, drapery. We take care of our clothing, matching. We take care of our organic food. We take care of our figure. All unwanted. What is really wanted is the mind. What care we have taken of the mind right from day one onwards? Zero. And therefore, we have nothing but questions, problems. Where are the problems? Problems are nowhere outside. They are all in the mind. So whether you call it in the mind or the individual is called as Purushasya Adhidaivatam. So this is called as Purusha Adhi. Therefore, Purishayanat Purushaha. Be attentive. When we are not identified with our body, as in deep sleep or samadhi, that time the world doesn't exist for us. So where is this world? And for whom is this world? This world is not for the body. The world is for the Purusha, the one who is embodied. And it is here the biggest error which is propagated, which is supported by all the religions. And the error is, there is one Purusha, there is one soul per body. Like there is one shoe one soul per shoe. In the same manner, there is one soul per body. And we get lost in that. Papoham, papakarmaham. You yourself, you are a sinner. You are divine. Bhagavad Gita, all our scriptures never tell you are devil. No, you are divine. Whether you want or you don't want, whether you know or you don't know, you are divine. Come to recognize that reality. So, Purushasya Adhidaivatam. Daiva, Dyotana, Deva, the field of experience. Who is experiencing? Therefore, this is the meaning of Purusha, the one who is expressing through the body as life or the being is called as the Purusha. And Adhiyajna Hamaivatra Dehe Deha Bhrutamara. And Adhiyajna is what? Adhiyajna is the one. I am the one who is expressing through all the bodies. See, friends, to understand this principle, be attentive. If there are n number of bulbs, as we have got in this beautiful hall, there are many bulbs. But the light in all of them is one. Lights are not many. So, electricity has no light. Only bulbs have no light. When electricity and bulbs come together, light happens. Exactly the same way. In absolute consciousness, there is no life. In absolute matter, there is no life. When consciousness expresses through the matter, the life happens. Like the light happens in the bulb. Therefore, bulb may be many, life is one. Exactly the same way. Bodies may be many, but life is one. But instead of looking at the life as a common denominator, we mistake that I am an individual separate from others. This is what Bhagavan says, Adhiyadyo Hamivatra Dehe Deha Bhrutamvara. In and through all the bodies, I am alone expressing. Electricity says, I am alone expressing in and through all the bulbs as light. See? When we thus come to discover that we are not an individual, we are not a Vyakti, but we are the Abhivyakti, manifestation. Light is not individuality, it is a manifestation of electricity. Similarly, life is not individuality or the jiva, but it is manifestation of the absolute through the body. See, friends. So, Adhiyajno Hamimatra Dehe Deha Pratamvara. Oh, best among the people, Arjun, I am alone expressing in and through everything and being. Is it not true? I am alone expressing through the kidney. I am alone expressing through the pancreas. I am alone expressing through the liver. If I am not there, these organs have no existence. Functionally, they are different. But without me, they have no existence. And the differences are because of the gadgets. The same electrical energy. The gadget is bulb light. The gadget is fan movement. The gadget is mic amplification. Because of that, there are no different electricities. Exactly the same way. There is but one absolute reality expressing through the man beard grows. Expressing through the donkey, newspaper is eaten. Is it the difference because of the consciousness? No, it is the same one. When we thus are able to recognize the undifferentiated substratum supporting all the differences, that is our essential nature. So, such a person, he who has thus become totally integrated and subjective, then antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yap prayati samadbhavam yati nastyavatra samshayaha. So, in this manner he has lived through, then antakale, at the time of discarding the body, he is fully aware. Like we change our clothes, but we don't change. In the same manner, we have discarded the body, but we are the same. The other day, few years before I think, I saw here only in US one English movie. And the name of the movie was RIPD, Rest in Peace Department. It was a lot of fun and typical Hollywood type, but the message that was delivered was something superb. My friend who took me, I said, hey, you asked me to see the movie, what did you learn? Oh, it was very great fun. I said, in addition to fun, this message was there. We attended. 2 police officers go for investigating something on the top of a building. And some kind of exchange of rough words happened between the two. And both of them have got pistols. So one fellow takes the pistol and shoots the other police officer. Tank. And that fellow falls down 20 floors. When he falls down, he gets up. But the world around where he falls down is frozen. Then the movie continues. And he goes to the Gabriel and they see his records and they say he's a good person. We can use him for our work. And then he is given that power. He can see everything but nobody can see him. So he moves around, his wife is crying, and then the burial is over, and then she gets married, and then goes, like a typical Hollywood movie goes on, and one day a big accident happens. And in that accident, that car gets blasted, and the car is thrown in the air, and everything is shattered, and she also dies. But then she gets up. Everything is frozen around. Then he can see her, she can see him, and both hand in hand walk and go to the heavens. Now what is the message of the story? When I die, I don't die. The body is dead to me, I am the same. Before coming to Houston, I was in Washington. When I left Washington, Washington is dead for me, I am the same. Before coming to Washington, I was in Bombay. When I left Bombay, Bombay is dead for me. I am the same. Before coming to Bombay, I was in Guwahati. So, Guwahati is dead for me when I left Guwahati. I am the same. Is it not true? Childhood is dead. I am the same. Teenage died. I am the same. Middle age disappeared. Has anybody ever complained? Please find out my middle age body, I used to like it. Where it has gone? We are the same. The old body will also be dropped. We continue to be the same. If you have studied Bhagavad Gita, you have lost 2 rights. Right to be miserable and right to die. You cannot. See, my friends, therefore, Antakale cha mameva sparan muktva kalevaram. That doesn't mean at the time of death you are remembering Krishna, Krishna. No, not that. When we live in this awareness, like the children, you ask them children. So the child will say, okay, I'll do it for you. No, mommy, I am a grown-up person now, I am not a baby. So he is aware. See? Therefore, he who is thus living in this awareness, it is for this purpose this knowledge is given. So, antakale jamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshaya. Then he merges in me. Earlier it is something like, the actor finished his job, the curtains are down, he goes to the green room, he changes his costumes, he is back to his own position. So when he had changed his makeup as he died, and when he has put on his makeup, was he born? Then what was that? It was a drama. Therefore, Karnataka. Natak karo. The more you become deeply into this understanding, you will see life becomes very light. Because there is nobody involved. Yam yam vapi sparan bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tad bhavamavita. But instead of this, if at the time of departure from the body, if a person is all the time thinking about this and that, that last thought becomes our blueprint for the next life. Last thought. One day I was in Switzerland with one young couple, and they had 2 daughters. And daughters were small. The elder one was 11 years, second was 9 years. Very close to me. Now both of them are married and grown up. So they asked me, Swamiji, you tell when you do good karma, you get good thing, bad karma, bad thing. What this doggy must have done? Because that time when this Western lady came with a short, what you call that, skirt, and she had a small little purse, and from the purse she took out a small baby doggy. They don't call it kutta, it's meant for human beings. So she took out a small doggy and kept it on the dining table where we were sitting, and then she spoke to the doggy, honey darling, mommy is getting chocolate for you. And that dumb dog sitting quiet, like, what kind of dogs they are? One American dog went to India, and the Indian dogs asked, hey, why did you come over here? What was lacking in America? You get everything, you don't have to struggle to get food and all that, you have got so much of comfort, why did you come to India? So the American dog said, that is true, but we can't bark there. A dog and you can't bark, your life is wasted. Dogs are meant for barking. So that small little doggy, that lady went to get something. These girls asked me this question, Swamiji, what could be the karma of this doggy that he is born like this? I said, he must have been a great dharmatma. He must have done a lot of charity. He must have done a lot of good work. He must have given a lot of donation. And he must be having a dog in his life. And therefore at the time of death, instead of remembering God, he must have remembered dog. Then at the time of death, when the death came, he must have thought, what will happen after I die to my dog? So the next life, that dog blueprint was given to the manufacturer. Bhagavan says, okay, doggy, but you have done good job. Okay, a beautiful dog with all the comforts. Therefore, one has to remember this. Next time you go to sleep, think of God. Because suppose you die in that death, in that sleep itself, kutta, kutta. Next life, cock, 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 will continue with the same. Control your thoughts, otherwise we get lost in this world. So, yam vapi swaran bhavam tajatyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti kaunte sada tad bhava bhavita. Whatever we are is what we think. All the problems are born out of wrong thinking. Problems can be corrected by right understanding. It is not the thought replacement, but corrections. When these corrections are perfected, life is beautiful. Remaining portion we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.